Hello and welcome back to Cardboard Decoy Plays Factorio. Now let's go ahead and finish up this little project here. We need to go ahead and make this one yeller. And yeller is one of my favorite southern words. Like, it's one of the few I'll use unironically, just because I feel a weird sort of pride with it, and I can't even explain it. Like, I don't even use my accent to my advantage whatsoever. In any kind of way. It's not exactly like a British accent, right? I can't pick up ladies with it or anything like that. But it is very particular to a specific region that kind of sets me apart. So, you know, I can sort of appreciate it. Alright, we're going to do, like we said earlier, go ahead and make 4 of those while we get the rest of this ready. Okay, so for red science, we need 1 copper plate. And let's do 10 and 10 cogs. Okay. Alright. And you are going to be limited at less than 100 red science packs. Okay. So, that will continue to work as long as we need it to. They're going to bring stuff down here. Oh, they're bringing me stuff. Okay, here we go. Are they bringing stuff for this guy yet? Where's my cogs? There's my cogs. Are we? No. We're totally fine on cogs, right? Yeah, we got 2,000. That's no big deal whatsoever. Okay, so we'll watch this go. Make sure everything's functioning the way I prefer it to. There we go. Making reds a fairly decent clip here. So, alright, and we're not researching anything, so science isn't going to pick it up. We do need to do a little bit of inventory management, either at the end of this episode or in between episodes, one of the two. Green, yellow track, yellow inserters. Let's go. Yellow track, yellow inserters. 10 and 10. Same old, same old. There we go. So, yeah, just 1 and 1. You, less than 100. Green science. Where are green sciences? There we go. And you need a lot. You need smart inserters, steel plates, advanced circuits, and batteries. So, smart inserters, steel plates, advanced circuits, and batteries. Let's double check and make sure that's one of everything. Yep. Okay, so same verse as before. We'll do 10 and 10 and 10 and 10. I always like to do the 10x thing, because if nothing else, if you just leave one, then it's going to take a while for a robot to bring the next one down, and that can sort of jam things up a little bit, so always have a little bit of a backlog there. Okay, so we're making reds. That's totally cool. We've got regular inserters, but no regular track. Do we have yellow track in a smart box? That's a wooden chest, so no, in other words. We need a active provider chest. Sure, why not? Actually, no, you know what? This is passive provider worthy. Alright, let's do passive provider there. Good stuff. And okay. So, there we go. That should start delivering the yellow track. Everything is set up here. We're making blues here at roughly... Well, we can't even gauge, really, can we? And then here is going to be... This is easy to remember. It's just alien artifacts. You make 1, and it makes 10... Yeah, with 1 alien artifact is worth 10 science packs. So, all we have to do, really, here is just inject these into the system. So, let's go... There we go. Put those in the system. They'll take them to Central and the rest of them down here. And then that'll start creating stuff here. So you, less than 100 blue science packs. And this is more for buffer reasons than anything. So if we're not doing research, then there'll be 100 there that it can pull from while it's basically catching up. And it'll take just that much longer. I've explained this kind of before. Maybe slightly more eloquent. Whoa, hello. What? Oh, this is just a storage chest. We do not want purples here. Or, okay, this is possibly a bad thing. Alright, hold on. We need to make all of these passive providers. Well, we learned something. If nothing else, we learned something. So that was worth it. Okay, passive providers. Passive provider. Passive provider. I thought I could get away with the purple, or with the storage chest, but not quite. Okay, yeah, blues, that's where we want them. And actually, we can just do this. Let's do blues here. We don't have any... Oh, we do have some purple science packs. We have greens. So, and reds. So until those are used up, it won't be making reds or greens. And then we can just do that like that. So 4 speed modules. That's actually pretty comparable. Yeah, they're about the same. It's a teensy bit slower, but it's comparable. And this doesn't need any modification because it'll just make a shit ton of them. Actually, can I make 4 of these? This is where I'll use my first, I'll do kind of a quick explanation of what's going on with productivity modules, and then you can see why they become pretty important in the future. But let's go ahead and I want to do some power right here and right here. And then we can put some lights over here. Oh. Alright. You light up my factory. Yeah, so there you go. You're welcome for that. And where can we put this one? We'll put that right there. It's not really even or anything, but it doesn't have to be. Now, what does that look like? That's totally making me think of a spaceship, and I can't remember which one exactly, but man, it looks familiar. It's not a Y-wing. It's a little close to a Y-wing, actually, but not the same proportions. Still, okay, this is how I prefer to do my factory, and it's very drone dependent, which is totally fine as far as I'm concerned. But we're going to let this catch up so that blues are backlogged and all that other fun stuff. So, let's see. That's another 10 there, no big deal. Okay. And yes, we should be out of the woods here. Here we go. So, productivity modules. This increases energy consumption plus 40, speed minus 15, productivity plus 4, pollution plus 30. Now, I don't remember the speed modifier being in there, so it's going to go a lot slower, which is fine, because again, purples create 10 at a time. However, what's going to happen is this pink bar is now going to fill up at 16% every time we finish one of these. It's not going to be at 16% because we started it in the middle of this production run. So it'll fill up 16% of the bar every time it starts making something. And once it does that, excuse me. Are we out of... Oh, we are. Okay. Hold on. I have all of these in my inventory right now. Let me move that. And active provider chest. You can go there. Don't get stored down there now. Thank you. Yeah, and once this is full, this will continue to fill up. It'll actually create an extra set of these. So we'll get 20. And basically, we save 16% on switching to Geico. No, to use on our alien artifacts. So basically, if we use 100 alien artifacts, we'll get the products of 116. So that's why productivity modules can be a pretty big deal in a long-term factory, because they ultimately let you get more use out of your raw materials, and that becomes incredibly handy for something like alien artifacts, which we have to literally fight tooth and nail to get. So that's a pretty big deal. Alright, now, how do I want to reformat this? Do I want to reformat this? Is reformatting this even a good idea? I don't know, but we're going to try to do it. There's a couple things, like I basically want to make an arm and track factory. Just everything. All of these 2 rows right here need to be automated, and I want that to happen relatively down here. So because all it needs is like iron and gears, and then yeah, we need some electronic circuits, and we can pull those in their own line from up here by using our robots, because we don't use them so much that it becomes a huge hairy deal. So first of all, I want to clear out some of my inventory here. I'm thinking we can use that to, we'll convert that into blues. We don't really need yellow factories for making all of these little interstitial things. It's a little bit of a waste in my opinion. But actually, let's start down here. What do we need for blues? We can just dump that in there. Cool deal. Do we have any battery, steel, or advanced circuits? We do have advanced circuits. We do have batteries on us at the moment. Battery, we have steel, but we're also requesting steel. Actually, we're requesting advanced circuits too. What I really should be doing is just throwing these on a chest and then forgetting about it entirely. Let's do that instead. Okay, let's just they're gonna start bringing stuff back to us, but that's totally fine. Let's get rid of everything before they notice. Okay, there we go. Now they'll just bring us back whatever it is that we have requested. And... Alright, can't forget that we have miners in stock there. Okay, that box is full. There's a few things that we could take out of there for sure. I saw some drones that we had just laying around apparently. Okay. Oh no, keep the blueprints. Okay. Blueprints, not immediately necessary, but better than trying to have to find them, or trying to find them later on. Yeah, we have a blank blueprint, and then all of our other stuff, that's more or less okay. So I'm not going to worry about it too much. Okay, so... And I did see we had a lot of wood in there. I should probably try to make use of that at some point. But, okay, so science facility, more or less done. We're going to wait for this to fill up to 100 for our buffer while we try to plot out what we want to do here. So we have gear wheels. Gear wheels, step 1, check. What do we need copper plates for, if anything? We have our own circuit production here, but that's not entirely necessary. So we'll take that out. And yeah, we just need circuits. We don't need copper plates or anything else. No? Okay. So first things first, let's go ahead and just start slowly disassembling all of this. Alright. And you as well. If we need it again, which we almost certainly will, we'll put it back here in a second. But first things first. Let's just go ahead and eliminate all of these things. And we'll leave that splitter there. Yeah, okay. Picking up stuff. All of this can go. This stuff will actually still use track on because it is so close to the main things we need, which are just iron and gears. So there's no reason to remove that necessarily. And we can reformat some of these things to work a little bit better with our logistics system, which is not exactly optimized for that at the moment. Okay. And we have no power or light there. Beautiful. Alright, time to do a little bit of rewiring. Okay, we cut off the power to everything down there as well. So here we go. You get uber powered, basically. Alright, there we go. Everything better? More or less. Not this guy. Doesn't matter. Picked it up, picked it up, picked it up. Okay, yeah, we have like 1 million transport belts. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and just do this number here. And, yeah, inserters. Don't care. And how are we doing on time? We're doing okay on time, actually. So hopefully I can get this done in fairly short order. That's the plan, at least. I don't want to bore you to tears with my redesign philosophy and hemming and hawing and everything. Although I can definitely understand getting into that because... Lord knows I've watched some Factorio videos where I'm watching somebody redesign their factory and I'm like, no, if you do it this way, it's just... Everybody has an opinion. Instead of arguing about it in the comments, I have decided to be a jackass in the comments. I notice myself kind of falling into that habit a little bit. The times I do comment on videos, it's kind of like... I'm not meaning to be mean, but I can understand how I'm being misconstrued as mean. So, yeah, if you go and look for my comments on things, then... I'm not going to say I'm embarrassed about it. I stick to my guns whenever I have an opinion on something. But I will say, you know, reader beware, you're in for a scare. So, also, R.L. Stein reference. What's up? So, okay. Disassembling these things. Making sure the wiring is still kosher. And, yeah. So, we have like 1 million pieces of track. That's... more or less fine. We have a lot of extra factories on us. That's also totally cool. And as long as we have these items on us, we'll try to build with them manually. And I think that might be a little bit easier than, say, doing ghost summons and then disassembly and then everything else. You know what? Why didn't I just disassemble that whole thing? Oh my god, I forget I have robots sometimes. I swear to god. Okay, well, I made that unnecessarily difficult on myself, but no big deal, really. Okay, so, first things first. Iron and gears. Track and gears. Track and plate. Underground and gears. So, I'm kind of just looking, and then we just need electronic circuits for those two. I'm trying to assert where I need to start lines for what. So, if we're just doing track, track is dependent on more track. These are dependent on yellow track. So yellow track is required in these two. Yellow underground belts is required for that. Yellow track is required for that. Fast track is required for that. Yeah, real easy. I got this. Give me a second. Let's go ahead and, you know what, there's no reason to not use the yellow track at this point. Once again, this is kind of low priority factorying. So, okay, we're just adding this back here. Some of you are like, yeah, could have told you that was going to happen, and you would be right. But, you know, whatever. Let's go ahead and we're going to, first of all, look at what needs iron and gears. Absolutely iron and gear mode. Just iron, just gears. Iron and gears and electronic circuits. Iron and gears and electronics, or iron and gears and inserters. And yeah, then it gets simpler after that. So we need iron and gears for transport belt, inserters, and long-handed inserters. Now we also need electronic circuits for basic inserters. So let's start with yellow insert or yellow track. All right, I don't want to block this, so maybe we will go down one more block actually. Hold on. Okay. And let's do so, and sometimes it's kind of nice to be able to build something, especially since I'm going to be trying to build so much of this. I figure it's probably ideal to active provider chest. Yes, we will do active provider chest here. Factory. No. Factory down one. Okay. So over. There we go. Factory, factory. Yellow track. Okay. So yellow track is going to have two outputs here and here, just in case I need it or it needs to be replaced due to some kind of catastrophic emergency or attack. Totally cool. And there we go. We got everything we need to set up for that. And then we will have active provider chest here. And then here is going to be our red track. Red track needs gears and yellow transport belts. So how are we going to supply both of these with gears when our gears aren't even real? That was just a terrible, terrible reference. I am so sorry. Okay, cool. So let's just do like that. Smart inserters. Smart inserters. No output. Just input. Because if we're going to do blue track is going to require lubricant, which is up here. We'll just let it handle it up there, basically. So I'm not going to worry about it too much. That will be something I'll allow to be drone dependent. I was about to say droid dependent, and that's a little more Star Wars-y than I need it to be. Okay, so here we go. It looks very much the same as what I had before, and you're not wrong, but it's got a little bit more utility to it, I think. Okay. And like this, we only want less than 50 yellow track going here. Oh, no, 50. Hold on. Yellow track. Copy, paste. Paste. Yes. And we will need less than 100 red track at all times. And copy, paste. Are we good? I believe we are good to go here. Alright, cool. So we'll just power this on. How far away can I get away with this? Yeah, we'll just do two like that. Oh, it doesn't power the ones on the end there. That sucks. Okay, hold on. And by the end, I mean right up there where the inputs are. Okay, cool. So that one's taken care of. Easy peasy. Easy enough, at least. Alright, next is we need inserters and long-handed inserters. Now, long-handed and normal inserters are pretty rare uses, so we'll go ahead and do these in line as well. And let's just do like that. That'll be our output to active providers. We'll do inserters, long arm inserters, and actually, you know what? what might be just a teensy bit smarter would be to do like this, and then like that, and smart arm, long-handed inserter. You go like so, and then there you go. Because we'll probably need a lot of them making the other inserters for research and stuff like that. So that's kind of my thinking there. What are we doing on time? Okay, we need to wrap this up pretty quickly, so I'll just go ahead and finish this little subsection. Okay. And there we go. Perfect. Nailed it. And there we are. Okay, cool. You need to be less than... We'll just do 30 of these. Copy, paste. No. Oh, I need to actually tell it to do that. So, copy, paste. Less than 30. Also, less than 30. We don't need the red arm inserters that often. So, and it looks like there are probably more than enough in there that we're not going to have to worry about them producing those just immediately. Okay, no, that's not going to work because we need to be able to put a box there. Okay. And, yes, 2 actor providers. And we don't need anything else from these. Oh, yeah, we do need electronic circuits. Ooh, I was going to do something about that, and I kind of forgot. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we just need requester chests. We will put you right here. And requesters here. How many do we need for this? Just 1. Logistics. Electronic circuits. And we will do 10. Okay, and then we'll put you in here. And then long arm inserters into our next phase. Like so. Which is going to be blue inserters. Okay, is that going to work? Yes. Okay, so blue inserters. Yeah, iron electronic circuits. Oh. Iron electronic circuits, it says. Okay. We'll continue to adapt this later, I believe. Yes, okay, there's a few things I can do here that might optimize this just a teensy bit. So, okay, but either way, we've got our basic inserters figured out here. This is going to continue to be empty space. That's totally fine as far as I'm concerned. And then, yeah, we'll move on to what we're doing with the rest of this here in the next episode. So, this might not be quite what I was thinking with just all track all the time, that kind of a deal, but it'll still be a little bit better than it was before, for sure. So, either way, this has been Cardboard Decoy Plays Factorio, and I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, please consider like, commenting, and subscribing, and I will see you next time. Have fun.